Hi everyone, welcome to the energy update for the month of June 2023. I am perfectly placed to give the message that Gaia has given us for this month. There's a number of them, but the big one for this month is to bloom just the way you are. And the idea is that there are so many stunning blooms at the moment, whether you're an elder or you're an azalea or a rose or whatever it happens to be your favourite flowers. Uniquely, they are stunning just the way you are, and you wouldn't go up to something this beautiful and have the need of changing it, or this amazing in its healing properties and its refreshing nature, and have a need to change it. So the premise, the new foundation for June, is to bloom just the way you are. And to bloom as yourself, you really need enough energy to actually do that. You know, all of the plants around us in these videos need enough energy to actually be stunning just the way they are in their own season for their own time. And so it does mean that rest is required. I think, to be honest, I'm going to be saying this every month for a number of months now, that rest is required. And it's the sort of rest where you rest in nature. So you could literally just go for a walk, but it could take you 4 times as long as you normally would. One where you don't have any earphones on, you don't have any other distractions. You take yourself out into nature for yourself, and with nature. So she has a chance of restoring you. So you have the chance of building a dialogue and a relationship with nature, where you can literally just enjoy the wonder that is there before you. If you're distracted with phones, or even using your phone like I do a lot for taking photographs, or listening, even if the podcasts are amazing, it's still taking your attention away from the relationship that you can be building now with Mother Nature. And resting in nature this is a superb month for doing that. It's just acknowledging what you see. Do you like it? Does it smell nice to you or not? Do you love the form or the colours? Are there any wows or awe-inspiring sights around you? Is it for you? What is it for you? Oh, do let me know in those comments. That would be amazing if you could. But it's about resting in nature. Rest in nature. So it can be a meditative walk. It doesn't have to necessarily be just lying on the grass, but of course the earth is warm in this northern hemisphere at the moment, so you might as well lie down and have that beautiful earthing and connection with Gaia that way. Just watch the sky for a while, watch the birds in the sky, the clouds, if you have any. You know, it really doesn't matter what the makeup of nature is that particular day, but June is inviting you to rest, to recuperate, to allow her to nurture and cherish you. And for that, all it takes is your attention for just a little while each day to rest in nature. Okay, so we're being asked to focus on blooming for yourself as your unique, wonderful you, to rest in nature. And I think the big one for this month is relationships. And in exactly the same way you can build a relationship with a plant, with watching how the seasons change a particular tree or a field or your garden or window box. It's the same with yourself. So the spotlight is on relationships for this month, and particularly your own relationship with yourself. Okay, this is all about your own relationship with yourself. Now, we've had a tremendous amount of frequencies arrive on this planet. If you look at the Schumann resonance, it's off the charts. If you look at M-class flares, there are rather a lot of them actually arriving from our solar sun over the last month or two, and will continue to do so. And these tend to have a real impact on our human beingness. I went into that in more detail in last month's video. If you're interested, then just check that one out for last month of May. Or you can Google M-class flares and see what they're doing and how you relate to that. Do you get more nervous? Does it affect your nervous energy? Do you get more tired? Do you get more strung out? Does your mind slow up? What actually happens to you while those high rays of light and the radiation comes down on Earth a bit more than we are used to up to now? So have a check out and see if there's any correlation of those for you, because they continue. And that's where the resting in nature comes in. It's a great way just to invite yourself to sit with your back against a tree trunk. When was the last time you did that? I mean, seriously, you get sort of completely enveloped in the communication channels that trees have with each other and the world. And it's just like you're really reminded of being a part of this glorious life that we have now, rather than a worried person going about the place fearfully projecting things. It's time to actually build that relationship with yourself on a high note, with your higher nature, with high expectations of yourself. Don't be worried about having sort of higher expectations of your happiness, of your loving relationship. Anything that you're looking for externally or you find lacking in the external world, the answer is you can change that within you. Build that relationship within you. You want more love? Love yourself more. In different ways, go courting with yourself. There's a lovely old expression. Go courting with yourself. Dine with yourself. Do things with yourself that you really want as an external expression. Give it to yourself first. And then the universe can always mirror that back to you. If you're thinking wonderful, loving things about your relationship with yourself and you're building on that, then your relations with others will in turn become more of that you focus on. So that's really being enhanced and enlarged this month. And then last but not least is reform your transformations. Okay, so there's a lot of information out there at the moment about transformation is key. We're all transforming into our higher nature. We're transforming with our crystalline cells, cellular levels, all sorts of different aspects of possibilities that are existing right now. But the one I love the idea of, the way Gaia said this morning, was about using transformation for your reformation, for your reforming, to form yourself in a different way. She was just giving us the heads up that Venus and Mars are really around at the moment, and the Venus energies are all about love. They're about love under a warrior's way of loving, a peaceful warrior's way of loving, a gentle dove way of loving. All loving nature is out there, which means that with the red hot planet of Mars around, passion's up as well. So she was just giving us the heads up that as we build these higher nature relationships with ourselves, to watch out about how we want to be transformed by any conversation that comes along, by any news that comes along, by any video we watch. How do we want that to transform us? How do we want to be reformed by that information that's within us and that's coming to us? So she's sort of saying, just check within yourself. You know, and I've had a number of these just happen recently. They're building up now and they'll be here for the whole of the month, particularly up to around the 23rd of June. It's where words are said, and just ask yourself, what I always use to run it through myself when I get emotionally triggered, is I just ask myself, oh, what is the truth in this for me? What is the truth within this information, within this video, within this book I'm reading, within this? What is the truth in this for me? So my higher nature at the moment, I'm focusing on a lot of truth, seeing the truth through all the illusions and trusting what comes up. I can love that. So I'm looking at what is the truth within this for me, and now I will love that. So this isn't about, you know, not getting and not feeling upset or not feeling triggered or not feeling trauma of life or not feeling this and this. Those kind of feelings, that kind of vibration is here in multitudinous amounts. But it's still up to us as a unique human being, as a unique bloom within the collective, to choose where our focus remains, where our focus and our bloom starts to emit a certain energy. So traumas may arrive, news may arrive that's deeply saddening, that's deeply moving in some way, shape or form. Of course, we're the beings of humanity. But then we have a choice to dwell in that. And sometimes that's really, really appropriate and necessary. It really, really is. And sometimes it's just not. It opens up the doorway to past traumas, and we give permission once again to let the trauma story lead the way. Or we acknowledge the traumas, we acknowledge the story, we give it its due, its presence, but then we ask ourselves, what is true about this now? Do I find comfort? Do I find a loving way by allowing that to continue to be my main story? Or am I going to add another chapter? Am I going to attempt something more? Am I going to ask my higher nature which way forward is the right choice for me right now? Am I going to invest in that particular bloom? That story, my dear friends, is up to you. You get to choose that. You definitely get to choose that. You definitely get the rewards of where you focus on. So it's a big month this month for relationships with self. Bloom as your unique, authentic self. Rest in nature. And when transformations are appearing all around you and manifestations are coming in thick and fast, many with ease, allow yourself to be formed by the ease. Allow yourself to be reformed by the greatness around you. Allow yourself to be connected with a wider beauty of life. And so therefore you recognize your own beauty within it. And that needs honoring too. My love to you, everyone. Mwah. See you again soon. Bye for now.